And it's rolling.
Hello, I'm Hugh Coakley of the Guildford Dragon News, and today we have the great pleasure of interviewing Andrew Ewbank from Ewbank Auctioneers and Valuers in Send. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, hi.
Thank you very much for talking to me today.
Well, nice to speak to you.
It looks like it's been a great day for you today with the BBC filming the Antiques road trip. How did it come about? How was it arranged?
Yeah, so we've done one or two of these in the past for the BBC and other various shows, and essentially they get in touch with us and say that they're doing one of their filming days and they're looking for somewhere at the end of the event to sell their items at auction. So with the road trip, they go and visit various dealers and antique shops, buy items, and they bring them in, and they try and make a profit at the end of it. And that's where we come in and try and help them do that.
Tell me about your day here.
Yeah.
Were lots of people here, lots of excitement?
Yeah, we had a really busy morning. We're still going now, as you can probably see in the background. So today we're selling our antiques, fine art, antique furniture and clocks. So it's day 3 of our fine auction. So we have 4 of these big sales a year. And lots of specialist sales throughout the year, but it's been a really great day so far. Lots of good prices and hopefully some very happy vendors.
And the BBC, anything special there that that we're likely to see in the future?
Well, we always do like to do these things. They do lots of these shows, and they're really great from the point of view of bringing the public awareness of antiques and collecting and fields that maybe otherwise people wouldn't think about. So lots of times people don't necessarily consider auction as an option for their items.
So Ewbanks has been going for quite some time now. Tell me a little bit about your history.
Yeah, we have. We started in 1990. My father set the business up in 1990. For the first 4 years, we were based up on the Hogsback Hotel on the A31, but we moved onto this site here in Send in 1994. Before that, my father had worked at other auctioneers and auction houses in Guildford and elsewhere. But so it's now coming up to close to 30 years now that we've been running as a business.
And good years?
30 good years, and they're when we first started out, things were tough. But it's really built a lot, and actually the business has just grown and grown and grown, and especially over the last 5-10 years, it's really got a more international feel to it now in terms of our buyers and sellers.
Okay, so that sort of feeds into the sort of changes you've seen over the years. You must have seen huge changes over the years with television. Every second television show is about antiques and international buyers and online. Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, the online is probably the biggest area of real growth that we've seen, especially over the last sort of 5-10 years. We were one of the the first people, early adopters of the technology that we can see sort of happening now. So internet bidding is a huge thing, and we regularly sell sort of 55-60% of our lots online. And what it does is it opens those items up to a global buyer base, whereas historically with auctions you had to be here in the room to buy, but now you can bid from the comfort of your home. And sometimes we have people who buy who are local people who actually just are so used now to buying in that kind of way with companies like Amazon and so on, that this is just an extension of that, but with a little bit more kind of emotion and passion behind those purchases.
Okay, so you've seen lots of changes.
Yeah.
What changes are going to happen coming forward? What's feeding into your system now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the main thing is that continued improvement and growth in the technology, with the use of sort of super fast broadband now, making sure that the speeds are up and that people are able to view the sales live, better quality video streams. That kind of thing is improving all the time. But it does mean that bidders are able to purchase things from anywhere in the world, and we have, I think we sell to about 150, 160 countries in the last 12 months. So it's a big area for us.
And the improvement in the online thing will give the buyers more confidence that they can actually see things with a lot more detail, I guess.
Yeah, and the main thing for us is it's great for the buyers because they can request information before a sale and it opens it up. But the main thing is for our sellers. So our sellers are then have the confidence that they know that anything that they sell with us is going to be put out in front of as big a range of people as possible all over the world. And there are challenges within that, but there are certainly it's more positives than negatives, let's say.
Okay, so there's trends and fashions in antiques and fine art, like anything else. What's attracting the most interest now, and what has fallen out of favour?
In terms of what's very popular now, really fine, good quality antiques will always continue to attract interest from buyers. So in terms of specific areas, obviously good quality paintings, antiques, are still selling very well. But a really big area for us that we've excelled in the last 5-6 years is the memorabilia. So music memorabilia, film, TV memorabilia, movie posters. It's gone from being a kind of a small area for us to our second biggest department now behind jewellery. So it's a really big growth area for us. And,
is that likely to continue, that sort of growth?
Yeah, I think so, and a lot of it is about the interest amongst the public. So we run regular press releases talking about what we do, but the ones that really catch the public's attention and national media attention tend to be those kind of cultural things that people now are really interested in. So film, we've got some cricket gloves for Ben Stokes coming up in our next auction, things like that. So signed items, memorabilia, rare music memorabilia, and film posters and so on are really taking off, and it's only going to keep going, I think.
Is Brexit going to affect you?
I think it does have some implications for us. I mean, the main one, depending on the nature of any agreement that's reached, is really about buyers and the ability for them to easily ship items to Europe. It doesn't have any impact when it comes to other international areas, say the States and China and so on, but European buyers will obviously potentially face more barriers in getting items delivered to them, which may affect their spend moving forward. But it's all to be seen, really. There's a certain degree of planning that we can do around it, but obviously, we're still a medium-sized company and not a large multinational. So we do our best.
Andrew, job or a passion for you?
Oh, it's a passion. I love what I do. I'm very lucky. Days like today, auction day, are my favourite, and we love the run up to a sale. But actually, when you're here and you see how excited people are, the items that are coming up that they want to bid on, very often vendors come down as well and watch the sale so they can see their things being sold. And it's a really emotional purchase, buying at auction, in a way that perhaps buying online through Amazon or another company isn't, because it's a one-off. Everything's unique. Pretty well, everything's unique.
Okay. So you've been doing it lots of years. What's been your most spectacular sale so far?
I think our biggest auction probably goes back to 2007. That's our biggest single auction, and that was a collection of Francis Bacon canvases. Some of those were cut-up canvases. Yeah. The whole sale itself made £1 million. We had individual lots that would make sort of 400,000 or 500,000. So that was a really big contemporary art auction, and that got us a lot of sort of attention in that area. But that was probably our biggest single sale. But since then we've grown, and the turnover here has gone sort of through the roof since that time. So it's
an indication. Go on, give us
yeah, I mean, we're just shy of 5 million on the turnover now, and it's kind of, we're lucky in that it's been going up every year, and I think that's fueled partly by passion for people in collecting, which is getting stronger all the time. Things like the TV help with that, but also just really a more of a public awareness. I think it's less of a closed shop than it used to be with the internet.
Okay. Last couple of questions. Yeah. What's been your most surprising sale? I don't know, a plastic buttock or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we've had lots of very unusual things. We've got something coming up actually in a few weeks, which is a hovercraft that was used in the Die Another Day film. So that's coming up in a few weeks. So we'll see how that does. But we've had some really strange and unusual pieces that have come through with us. And I suppose a personal thing that sticks out is we had a lock of Napoleon's hair that was found in the bottom of a box that someone was clearing from a house, and it had to be checked out. We took it to London, got it verified, and in the end, from what was just going to be a box of junk that someone was going to throw away, they had something in there that sold for £11,000. So you just never know what you're going to find in your attic.
Okay, now final question between you, me, and the Guildford Dragon readers.
Yeah.
What should we be collecting?
Well, I think that's a question really. I think what people should buy is what they love. And I know that may sound like a cop-out, but buy what you love, because then you will research the subject, you'll know what you're buying, you'll be buying something that you're passionate about, rather than trying to buy something based on market trends. I mean, as a general rule, furniture is perhaps not what it was in terms of the market, but if that's what you love and that's what you collect and buy, then do that, because you will be the one who will have the knowledge about that, and you build up your own collection, and it's best, I think, not to see things as an investment, although obviously some things will be, but see it as something that you love and you can collect and buy, and then if that market then flourishes, well, all the better.
And you're a Dragon reader.
I am, yeah. We love the Dragon. It's a great local news site. I don't think certainly no one locally does it. In other areas I've been to, you don't really have the same in the political situation locally, the news in the area. I think the way you cover things is great, and there's a connection with us as well in terms of our logo, so our family crest. So my father's, we've got a stylised version of it, but we have a dragon in our logo. So there's a kind of a connection for us with that as well, which we like, and dragons are very popular here.
Andrew Ewbank, thank you very much for talking to Guildford Dragon News.
Thank you so much, Hugh. Nice to speak to you.